Throughout the 1960s, we had mic'd players and coaches, but we had never followed one team up close over the course of an entire season. To do this, we needed the perfect scenario, a team close enough to our offices in Philadelphia to keep the travel expenses down, a coach willing to subject his team to our camera crews following them all season, and most of all, a good story. The 1971 Washington Redskins were a great story. A downtrodden franchise which had hired George Allen to turn things around. George had a sense of history, and my father convinced him that we wouldn't reveal any team secrets. The result was a rare glimpse of a winner being born.
Mr. Edward Bennett Williams, president of the Washington Redskins football team.
Tragedy struck the Washington Redskins in 1970, right on the eve of our season opener. Death took Vince Lombardi away from us, and we went through a thoroughly disappointing and very frustrating season. At the end of it, I admit that I was in the depths of despair. We had gone through another losing season, and for a fleeting moment, I thought of giving it up, but I couldn't. I couldn't quit as a loser. I had to turn once again and try to go out and get Washington a winner. There was only one place to go in my mind, and that was west for George Allen.
Let's do this. Let's have 3 cheers for the Redskins. Hip, hip! Hip, hip! Hip, hip!
All the rookies are on the 3rd or 4th floor. Most of you on the 3rd floor.
Man, just talking off the top of my head, today starts a new era as far as the Washington Redskins are concerned. I believe we have the best coaching staff in the league, and man, I think we're going to have a great season, and are we going to surprise some people?
George Allen has been surprising people ever since he first became a coach in the National Football League. In 1963, as assistant coach in Chicago, he built the mighty Bear defense that carried a mediocre offense to the World's Championship and was the only assistant coach ever to be awarded the championship game ball. In 1966, he was hired as head coach of the Los Angeles Rams and inherited a team that had suffered through 7 straight losing seasons and built it into a contender that won more games than any other team in the NFC during his tenure. But now in Washington, Allen finds an even longer tradition of failure. The Redskins have managed only 1 winning season in 15 years.
Come on, hey, defense, come on back in the huddle. Is that the way you break the huddle? You're going to be a great defense and you break the huddle that way? Holy crap. All right. Be alert, take your stance.
Come on, Dan, that's what we can't have.
Hey, man, what's that last play an example of? What's the last play a good example of? Everybody not doing his job.
Correcting and teaching, Allen immediately begins to recast the shattered pieces of a broken team.
Now, here's one thing right here. Over the years, I found out, on a straight, if Y doesn't put that ball away right away, we go for a fumble, see? Pat, you've never had any problem fumbling, have you?
Yes, sir.
No, that's one of the things I really can't stand in the back, you know.
I don't think I fumbled twice.
Since, great, yeah. Good, I'd like to see you put that ball away. I want to just keep, come with me. I want to keep him at arm's length and ride him along, see? We want to turn him in, see? We don't want to let him sweep us. A good team will never be swept. So all it is for you is this type of thing, see? Like that, but get upfield a little bit, see? Come on, Big D, come on, Big D. Come on, let's go, come on, we don't walk, we run. We don't walk.
Let's go.
Man, listen, we don't walk from one practice to another, we jog. Let's go, all right?
Here. Arch the back. Here. All right, here. Left shoulder. Here. Keep going, Dan. Hit it, John. Move the feet. Hit up, Mike. All right, down.
So, hey, Frank. All right. That's so, hey.
Run right through him. Run through him, Mike.
10, 9.
Man, you know, one of the things that we'd appreciate is that you fall in place without having to say, do this, do that, you see? And that, we only got 5 minutes. We can spend 3 minutes of it talking, wasting time.
Each minute of practice is planned and charted, recorded on film and on tape.
392.
29 FB Grace.
Every room, every player, every piece of equipment is labeled and organized.
Come on, Rusty.
See, fantastic.
Yeah, great.
Real organization. See?
Yeah, great.
Even the trees surrounding the practice field are identified and marked.
Another nice day. Good weather, Redskin weather. Just a very average practice, nothing exceptional. And
Impatient with the accepted theory of rebuilding a losing team by drafting and training younger players, Allen tells the press the future is now and trades away his younger players and future draft choices for older, proven veterans.
hey, Dutch, I called you yesterday, but I guess we missed connections. I tell you, the guy that I would like to have from the Rams, I don't know whether they'd trade him, would be Larry Smith.
George has a heavy accent on veterans. He thinks that it takes several years before a rookie can help a team. And so he's always perfectly willing to trade away his draft picks to get a veteran player. There's a story told about George. He was born on April 29, 1922, out in Chicago. And on April 29, 1926, when he was celebrating his 4th birthday, his father gave him a puppy, 6-week-old puppy. George made his first deal. He promptly traded the puppy for 2 12-year-old cats.
I would imagine that they might trade him more than Larry because of age.
The dazzling series of trades brings a host of new players to Washington. From the Rams, Allen's old team, come Jack Pardee, age 35, Tommy Mason, 32, Myron Patios, 32, Maxie Bowen, 32, Boyd Dowler, 34, Richie Pettibone, 34, Darren Talbert, John Wilbur, and Jeff Jordan. From the Jets come Verlin Biggs and Jimmy Jones. From the Chargers, Speedy Duncan. And from the Colts, Roy Jefferson. From the Bills, Ron McDowell, 32, and from the Saints, Bill Kilmer, 32.
If we get all the guys, the new guys, there's only about 3 Redskins left.
Solid old pros, bringing with them the confident spirit of men who sense victory ahead.
Hold on, little respect.
Leslie Duncan. Defensive back, Jackson State, 1958. 64. 1, 2, 3, 4. I never met a girl who makes me feel the way that you do. You're all right. Whenever I'm asked who makes my dreams real, I say you do. You're out of sight. I say fee, fi, fo, fum. Look out, baby.
Mike Finucci is a rookie defensive lineman, 21 years old. In order for him to make the Redskins, he must beat out one of Allen's hand-picked old pros.
Well, it's really funny. You go out there and you see guys like, Maxie Baughan and Tommy Mason. It just, so when I was a kid, I can remember those names, and here they are out there, and we're playing with them right now,
Head up, Mike. Get your head up.
All right, down.
Finucci, don't worry about your coverage. Just take off.
Square up, Mike. Square up, Mike.
Oh, he's going to get hooked. He's going to get hooked.
Move now. Move.
There's about 60 guys out there, and they got to keep 47, and from day to day, you just don't know what's going to happen.
I think maybe we'll cut 1 or 2 guys this week. So we're going to have an all-veteran team. There would be no rookies play regular for us, and that's the way it should be. There's a guy. He's not too old. What is he, 34? One of the youngest guys in the team.
We had a big scrimmage on Saturday. It was our first big cut. And, a lot of guys, a lot of the rookies especially, just everybody was just real nervous and stuff. I was really worried, too.
Mike, just wanted to let you know, we had to put you on waivers today to get down to 60. But you'll be staying here instead of going to San Diego with us.
I'm not going?
No, you won't be going to San Diego. And then as soon as we get back from the coastway, we'll get you squared away.
Okay.
Okay, Mike.
To the Redskins, the future is now, and the certainty of experience is more important than the potential of youth. The day before the first exhibition game, Mike Finucci is cut from the team. The preseason schedule begins in San Diego. Victory is always the objective, but just as important tonight will be Allen's opportunity to study the poise and temperament of his new team.
Have a lot of fun tonight. Have a lot of fun. Don't worry about a mistake, Pat. Just have a lot of fun. Hit people, knock them down. We got these guys in the ropes. Take it in. Take it in. We got them on the ropes.
What do you think about 25? Fire red right 25.
Fire red right 25. Yeah, Mike.
Hell, go ahead. Go ahead. Take it in here. We got them. Let's go. All right.
Strong linebackers really coming hard on Jerry on the single coverage.
We got to give Speedy one of these game balls. His hometown.
Damn right.
Boy, he almost broke that.
The Redskins take an early lead, but one mistake turns the contest into the kind of a game which George Allen does not approve.
You see how one mistake, see, one break in a kicking game, they end up now with 9 points, you see. I've never had that happen. First time in all the years coaching. Boy, oh boy, did we blow this one. We could have won this ball game very easily tonight. We just didn't play well enough. We beat ourselves. We don't have any excuses or alibis, and we lose as a team. There's a lot of things we got to work on. But damn it, we could have won that ball game so easy tonight.
The loss to the Chargers is a disappointment, but 3 weeks later, the Redskins suffer an even greater loss. Star quarterback Sonny Jurgensen dislocates his shoulder, and Washington seems destined for another losing season. But Allen uses the misfortune to draw the team closer together.
We have a lot of bumps and bruises, but we've built the team the same way. We got a guy like Billy Kilmer can come in and lead the team and help us, and that's what we want. So all of this can help make us stronger. Come on, let's get together, man. Come on, forget the last one and get the next one.
He calls for team unity and stresses spirit and pride, making his players believe in themselves and in the team.
Okay, you know, another thing, if guys will talk football off the field and on the bus and on the plane, rather than just making a lot of nonsense and telling dirty jokes and things like that, but you'll find out that a group of winners will do that.
That's true.
See,
Yeah,
we all got something to prove.
That's important, too.
Damn, and we keep selling that. Hell, I'll tell you, we can beat anybody.
Every man whose spirit and body is not of the stoutest is winnowed out. The ones who are left are the hard rock men. September 21st, opening day. The Washington Redskins begin the season in St. Louis with Bill Kilmer at quarterback and the Cardinals favored. St. Louis dominates the first half and takes a 10-7 lead. But the feeling of the game changes suddenly in the third quarter when Chris Hanburger scoops up a fumble and runs it in for a touchdown. Six minutes later, Bill Kilmer clinches a victory for the Redskins with a touchdown toss to Jerry Smith.
Let's do this. Let's have 3 cheers for the Redskins. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. You know what you did? You beat them in their own backyard. You came from behind, and we showed we got some character. Next week, we get those goddamn Giants.
In Yankee Stadium, Bill Kilmer stuns the Giants with 2 touchdown passes to Charlie Taylor in the first period. The 14-point lead enables the Redskins defense to gamble, and they launch an all-out assault on Van Tarkenton. Tarkenton is sacked 4 times, and in the fourth period, Jack Pardee intercepts one of his passes and returns it for a touchdown. The Redskins win 30-3. First place in the Capital Division is at stake in Dallas. The Redskins match their guts and desire against the Cowboys' speed and skill and win 20-16. Although Washington plays 60 minutes of near-perfect football, the outcome is decided on 2 key plays. In the first quarter, Charlie Haraway charges through a gaping hole in the Dallas defense and gallops 57 yards for a touchdown. the second quarter, Roy Jefferson grabs a quick pass from Kilmer, and the Redskins are racing toward a future that will never again be built in the image of the past.
3 cheers for the Redskins. Hip, 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 hip.
Hello, Ed. I tell you what, last night the president had Etty and I over and with Mr. Agnew and the Prime Minister of Australia and Kissinger, and this is the first time I've gone out in all the years during the week, so I didn't get home until midnight, which is not late, but it's kind of late for me, and that's why I'm probably a little tired. Well, all these politicians are interested in getting on the bandwagon and being seen, and you know, and Muskie's been coming to every game now, and he hasn't gone in the past, you know, and and they all want tickets, and the governor of Virginia brought in 8 last week, and the Kennedys are all coming, and Mike Mansfield is coming, and Kissinger, and what's the guy from South Dakota? I've forgotten his name.
The largest football crowd in the history of the nation's capital jams Kennedy Stadium to see the only undefeated team in pro football.
As you guys know, I look for a low-scoring game. They got a hell of a defense, you see, and the win might be a factor, but the win and special teams can be in our favor. See, we got better special teams, right, you see? So I want you to get everyone to feel that way. Damn, you guys been here and been through the losing years, and now we want to win.
60,000 people watch the Redskins and the Houston Oilers explode into a seesaw battle of defenses. Over this bruising struggle looms the figure of Kurt Knight, whose 5 field goals provide the winning margin and enable Washington to stretch its winning streak to 4 games.
Standing ovation. There's that standing ovation, Pat. Everybody. Standing ovation. There it is. God damn it. We can't let ourselves down. We can't let them down. Our day. Our day. Our day.
Another sellout crowd watches the Redskins shut out the Cardinals and become the first Washington team in 31 years to win its first 5 games. Victory is achieved in typical Redskin fashion, 60 minutes of total team effort. Each second sparked by the fighting joy that comes to every man when he knows he belongs to a winner.
it's terrific to have a winning team in some sport. I'm a native Washingtonian and can't remember ever having a winning team in anything.
I think mainly it's due to the coach. I think he's got a new style. He's taken people who men who people thought were has-beens, and he's organized them together and really gotten the most out of the team.
But isn't he traded for some older players? He's given up some draft choice in the future. I think he's selling off the future for the present, and then maybe he'll hit and run. You know, once make his reputation, then he'll move on. But he's mortgaging the future.
I think their attitude is different. I think they've got a win fixation. I think Coach Allen has inspired these men. And I really think that they've got the right attitude. Much different than they had the last several years.
One would like to imagine George Allen as a genius riding inspiration and fortune to a winning season, but close in one finds not genius but mortal man, working 14 hours a day, organizing his time to the minute, analyzing, scheming, driving others and himself.
George is one of the hardest working people I've ever met. He leads a Spartan life. George's idea of a big night is to have an ice cream soda. I've even seen him have a beer after a great victory. But he leads a very, very carefully measured life.
Allen's office is located on a 6-acre rectangle of land that has been carved out of the Virginia forest. His practices are long and thorough, and each player gets his personal attention.
George has very few diversions. I would say that George's hobby is his job, and it's not easy to carry a conversation on with George away from the subject of football, because invariably you'll find that he draws an analogy to whatever you're talking about with football. If you talk about politics, George is reminded of a game that was won or lost. If you talk about the space program, George thinks about maximum effort and a team which he once coached. So that no matter what you talk to George about, he brings the conversation back to the subject that's dearest to his heart.
This is all part of winning. You know, if you walk into a place and you see everything dumpy and run down, and right away, you see, you think, what the heck, these guys, even if it's a service station. First thing when I drive up at a service station, I want that guy to run out and take care of my car, you know. If he comes walking out like this, I think right away, that guy's second division, you know.
Allen ends every practice with a half-a-mile jog and 10 minutes of calisthenics.
Come on, Ed, take a couple laps with me. That's the only way, Ed, that I can relax.
Well, George is thoroughly committed to excel. He's one of those people of whom there are all too few, who gives of himself to the utmost at all times, under all circumstances, in all places, no matter what he's doing. I think these are the kinds of people who've made our country great, those people who care, who are committed to excellence. And I don't care whether they're doctors or lawyers or bootblacks or bartenders, poets or politicians or philosophers. If they really care, if they really give of themselves to the utmost, I think they're great people. They're the people worth knowing and admiring. I think George is one of those people.
Okay. All right, Red Dogs.
During practice, Allen spends most of his time instructing and motivating his defensive unit.
Let's go. See, when you get psyched up and you get high, you can do anything. You see, the biggest difference between a guy who's a winner and a loser is not ability, is not anything other than dedication, see? And when you get a team dedicated and you get all people dedicated, hell, you can do anything.
Under Allen's enthusiastic direction, the formerly inept Redskin defense becomes one of the most respected units in football. The pass rush, a sometime thing a year ago, is now reliable and quick. secondary, which was victimized frequently in past seasons, develops into an alert, cohesive unit, and Washington intercepts more passes than any team in football. The defense is built around 6 of Allen's old pros acquired during the preseason. They average more than 10 years of pro experience apiece, and because of them, the defense becomes known as the Over-the-Hill Gang. At the season's halfway point, the Over-the-Hill Gang is rated #1 in pro football. But the Redskins' offense begins to crumble around the edges. Charlie Taylor, Washington's all-pro wide receiver, is lost for the year with a broken ankle. With a crippled aerial game, the Redskins come to depend more than ever on the running of Larry Brown. But opposing defenders grow wise to the ways of the predictable Washington offense, and Brown's twisting runs become rarer and rarer with each passing game. The Redskin roller coaster grinds to a halt. Lynn Dawson passes the Kansas City Chiefs to a last-second victory, and Allen loses his first game of the season. Against the Philadelphia Eagles, Bill Kilmer is intercepted 4 times. The Redskins can manage only 1 touchdown and must settle for a tie. The following week, the Redskins lose again, this time to the Chicago Bears. The defeat cuts Washington's first-place lead over the Dallas Cowboys to 1/2 game and sets up a first-place showdown in Kennedy Stadium. The Redskins prepare themselves for the crucial game with the Dallas Cowboys.
I watched us eating breakfast this morning. I thought we were a little bit kind of relaxed and noisy eating breakfast, but I sure hope everyone realizes what the hell we got going, you know? Because, God damn, it's too late at 5 o'clock.
George encourages the players to go into silent concentration, almost meditation before the game. I went into the dressing room, and it was like walking into a Trappist monastery. There wasn't any conversation. The silence is absolutely, totally impressive because there isn't a sound. The players will be sitting. They may be looking into the stall where their clothes are hung, and they're concentrating on their assignments for that day.
Damn, I'm worried about we're going to have a letdown. See, I really am. Man, the only thing I wanted to say was that we got too damn much at stake, and I hope you realize you're playing a hell of a football team today. Because if you don't, at 5 o'clock, wherever you're going to go, you're going to be sorry. Let's play our game, be proud, have a lot of enthusiasm, and get reborn again. Let's go. Our day, our day. Boy, here's a big series there, big series. Big series.
Cover all the way, let it cover all the way. Come on.
Got to get coming off of the ball. We're not coming off the ball. Joe, it isn't what they're doing, it's what we're not doing. Hey, defense! Defense, get in there. Come on. Defense, come on, get in there, man. Now, they're going to go with these 2 PIs. That's just like they did against the Giants to get their running game. Now, we can't give them that damn yardage on the runs, you see. But remember, our game plan is still to stop the bombs. Come on, we got to go Tilly, George. Yeah, we got to fire it up now. We got to fire it up.
I'm nobody do anything stupid. All right. Get your whip done. Get the whip. Come on now.
Come on, we got to get going. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, gang.
Let's go.
Come on, let's get going. Come on, let's get going. Let's get going now. Come on, everybody, let's get going.
Keep your poise.
John, every damn play's the ball game. Come on, come on. Let's go, Mac. Come on. Come on, everybody get going here. Come on, let's go. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up now. Come on. Boy, oh boy.
Let's go now, come on.
Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I knew goddamn well we weren't ready to play football. I knew we weren't ready to play football today. I knew we weren't ready to play football. Gentlemen, we didn't play well enough to win. We made too many mistakes. We don't have any excuses. We lost to a better football team. That's all I have to say. If you have any questions, try to answer them.
No one suffers defeat more intensely, more personally than George Allen.
I don't have anything to say. Just ask the questions.
George loses. It's really something terrible to behold. Fortunately, I haven't seen that happen very often. George doesn't lose very often, but George is like a German general when he loses. He feels that he has an obligation to commit suicide.
So that's about all I have. But I know we're going to get going. I want to conclude this with one thing. I have a lot of faith and a lot of confidence in our football team. And I know we're going to get going. I'd like to have you underline that, and to me, that's more important than anything else I said. We have a lot to be thankful for, and we don't want to forget that.
In spite of the loss to the Cowboys, the Redskins can still make the playoffs if they can defeat the Los Angeles Rams.
They're probably thinking they still have a chance to win a division. And if they won all their games, they'd be 9-5, and they're making all types of statements. And we're putting the clippings up on the bulletin board for you to read.
This game has added emotional significance because, in addition to Allen, 4 of his assistant coaches and 11 of his old pros are former Rams.
And most important of all, if we get off and pour in there, we can intimidate those guys.
California, here I come, right back where I started from, where bowers of flowers bloom in the sun. Each morning at dawn and birdies sing, and everything a sun kiss miss said, don't be late. That's why I can hardly wait. Open up that golden gate, California.
80,000 people packed the Coliseum, and 63 million more watched the game on national television.
Are those guys in for a surprise? Right down their throat!
My fault for trying to waggle. I wanted to get you the ball quick, so you turn around. That's what I was saying. It looked so good. That's why I tried to hit you in the chest, and I didn't.
Forget about the mistakes. Forget about the mistakes. We're moving the football on them. We're moving it, and we're going to go. Now just keep it up. Forget about the mistakes. Let's go. Get your heads up. Get your heads up. That's what it's going to take to beat them. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
When I ran it, I gave him that inside move like to the post, and bye-bye again, baby.
Okay. Let it go.
All right, let's go, sis!
Take it to him! Take it to him!
Stick him! Stick him!
Oh, we got him, Mike!
Who's got it? We got it!
Away, Joe, 6 yards away.
Gotta have this score. Gotta have it. Gotta have it, Bill!
This is the ball game right here. Come on! God damn, all of this is guts down here.
Too close to let them stop us now! Said 29 M-bus.
All right, let's run it.
They're in tight as hell.
Let's run. Let's run.
What you got to get is...
Here's what my policy is usually to go for 3 points. How close are we to a touchdown?
About an inch.
Is that right?
That's all.
That's a token pride.
We're going to go for the goddamn 4th down play, see?
Bill, can you run the 29 M-boss and tell Charlie he's got to block Curtis?
That's the block of his life. All right, come on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just get nasty. Get me. You got to be up here now.
Nice block, Charlie, baby. You made it, baby.
You killed me. I'm on the bridge.
Everybody in here. Everybody in here. This is greatest. Greatest thing in the world. Three cheers for the Redskins. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hey, let's have 3 more. 3 cheers for the Redskins. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hey, I got first one, Speedy. The damn guy that prepared so much, and hell, we're going to go a long ways together, but here's George Allen. Thank you.
Redskins are in the playoffs. It is the most successful Washington team in 29 years, and George Allen is named Coach of the Year.
There's been so much talk about the playoffs for Christmas. Well, so what? You got a lot of Christmases. You got Christmases all your life, you know. And the worst thing you can do is start thinking, well, what am I going to have for Christmas, you know? And I tell you, it's so easy to get off of the track in everything. And you say, I wonder why we didn't play well. I wonder why I didn't do this. I wonder why I didn't do that. It's because your mind was not on what you set out to do, you know. If you start talking about, well, we're going to have a turkey dumplings for you, then you're going out in the practice field and guys are talking about, well, I'd rather have a steak and, you know, so you can make a problem out of a lot of things like that. And hell, the only thing that's important is go there and be proud of yourself and play good football and get on that plane and win.
George Allen goes west again, this time to San Francisco, to try to set a crown on his season's work.
You know what, man? Another surprise party! Knock the cornbread hell out of that guy. Now let's go! Come on, no, they're not gonna let up either! It's a white line, shove him down the field! Go, 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 go! Wow!
The Redskins control the game, and a touchdown by Jerry Smith gives them a 10-3 halftime lead. But the pattern of the contest changes in the third period when Allen is once again faced with a crucial fourth down decision.
All right, good. We only got 3 inches. We're gonna go for it. God damn, we're gonna go for it. Go for it. Come on, you got him on the run.
Here's what you gotta do, baby!
This is the ball game right here.
Ball game, baby, ball game. Ball game, get it, get it! Get in there, Larry! What's he doing? Hey, Brody! Pass!
San Francisco launches a shattering counterattack, and it soon becomes evident that this is the Redskins' last game of 1971.
We still got a hell of a lot to be thankful for, and we're all proud of you guys. We made too many mistakes to win, but I know damn well that we're going to have a championship football team next year, and no alibis, no excuses. And let's kneel down. Tom, will you lead us in prayer?
Father, it's not easy to come to this moment. It's been a long season, and defeat is not an easy thing to take. Help us to bear the sting that we face at this moment, and help us to go into the future with whatever you have for us.
Let's have 3 cheers for the Redskins. Hip, hip!
This NFL Films production has been brought to you by NFL Network. Watch the National Football League 24 hours a day on NFL Network.